topic is all about how to become a better version of yourself. I have been down a long, okay, girl or guy, I have been down a long road in trying to find myself and trying to better my life. And I think that I have a few tips, not I think, I know I have a few tips that's going to help you guys to feel motivated to change your life, to feel great about your life, to feel great waking up every day. So if you want to see these tips, keep watching. I have my notebook here because I wanted to make sure I stay on topic and that the most important tips that have helped me that I cover today. The first one is going to be, which is my number one tip that really helped me, is to create goals for yourself. So I have been a 9-to-5er for the majority of my life. I can admit my age. I am 35 years old, and I have been that girl who goes to work every day, worked a 9-to-5, had no goals for myself, except I won't say that I didn't have goals, because I did eventually have goals when I started working for the company that I work for, but it wasn't goals that I really wanted. I just felt like, I'm working here, let me just try to get promoted and do what I can to make more money. But I wasn't passionate about those goals. I didn't feel like they were life-changing or that I would be really deeply happy about them. So since the pandemic and I've had a chance to work from home, I really have been able to evaluate my life and what Brittany really wants in her life. So I sat down and I started to create goals for myself. And you can even start small. And if you don't know, like, my ultimate goal is to be a 100% full-time content creator. So every day I was starting to create tiny goals to get closer and closer to that one big goal. So I just feel like now I wake up every day on a mission. I know what I want, and I'm going to create that life for myself every day by crushing goals. And it could be tiny goals, like, let me post on my stories today. Let me make sure that I get a video out. Like, anything that gets you closer to your goal is going to make you feel accomplished. It's going to make you feel like you have a purpose in life, and you're going to feel a whole lot happier. And don't beat yourself up. Please do not beat yourself up if you do not get to your goals. I've had plenty of goals this year already that are not exactly accomplished yet at the time that I thought they would be. But it's all right, girl. It's all right. You're going to get through it, and you just feel great that you're working towards your goal. That is the main point of creating goals, is that you're taking action on those goals. Okay, so this one, I can put my dirty laundry out there. Save them coins. You got to save money. I am that chick who goes out. I'm very materialistic. I'm going to admit that to y'all because I love y'all. I am so materialistic. If I see something, I want it, and I'm going to get it. And if I can't afford it, I'm going to find some way, some way to get it. I got to stop that, because I have noticed that as my money increases at the current job I have, I don't feel it. I don't see any change, because I'm not saving. I'm just buying more, and I'm buying more as the money's coming in. And God did not bless me with all of this money for me to just be spending it on useless things. So I want to encourage you guys to save for a rainy day. We all have bills and we all have wants, but you got to handle your business. So for me, I'm doing a 30-day challenge. Yes, a 30-day challenge where I'm going to save between $20 to $100 every paycheck. I think I'm going to go the max, and I'm going to do $100 a paycheck. And I'm going to do this for 90 days. Once those 90 days are up, then I'm going to increase it. I can increase it $20 to another $100. And I'm going to continue to do this. And it's not really about the money at this point. It's about training myself to show myself that I can save money. I know sometimes it's hard, y'all, when you see people out here on social media or your friends and family that are balling out of control and stuff, but a lot of these people are faking it, And if they're not faking it, you know, they're probably just in a position where they've accomplished and got themselves to that level of success where they were able to buy themselves these things. And that's what I had to realize. Like, you have your means and they have their means. Like, you can't try to match people when you're on two different levels of income. So I'm really pushing myself this year to really stick with saving my money. I know we can do it. Just do it. Give yourself a budget of what you want to save. Do it for 90 days. If you crush that goal, then go ahead and step it up the next 90 days and increase it by $20 to $100. So I challenge you guys, but I just feel like for me, I'm a Taurus and we are very materialistic, and when our money ain't looking right, we ain't feeling right. So I know what I need to do, and I've saved before and I felt wonderful doing it, and it just feels good to know that you have money in the bank for a rainy day. You know, if your car breaks down and you got to come out of pocket for that, or just for anything. So, you know, I don't want us to ever feel like we don't have it. Just make sure that you're trying to save something, 10 bucks, anything. So yes, please save them coins as much as possible. The next tip that has definitely helped me to become a better version of myself is compassion and empathy for others. To give you all a little background on me, I was bullied. I was very much bullied in middle school, primarily between 7th and 8th grade. And I was bullied to the point where I was such an outgoing girl and I had lots of friends. And when I got to middle school, it was so brutal, the bullying, and it wasn't people hitting me or anything like that. It was more of them talking about my appearance or whatever they could try to find. They were trying to, you know, make fun of me and just stupid stuff like the way I talk, because I talk more proper. And so, you know, what ended up happening to me was I completely changed. I closed myself out to people. I wasn't really the nice girl. Eventually, I just became like very closed up. I didn't have compassion for people. I was selfish. It was all about me, because I felt like when I tried to open up to people, all they did was walk all over me, use me, and, you know, ended up turning their back on me. So I think as I got older, I finally realized that that was just a moment in time in my life, and that when you have people around you, you know, that are opening up to you, that care for you, you just have to embrace it, and you have to learn to care about others and call and check up on them and see how they're doing and open up, because now that I'm an adult, I don't have to worry about that bullying or worrying about the little things that happened to me then. So I definitely have did shadow work on this, because it has definitely affected my relationships with people. And so I just want to be better. I feel like ultimately I'm a very good person with a big heart, and I love to do for others. I love making others happy. So I know that that part of me of just thinking about myself and not really caring about other people's feelings and stuff, that wasn't me. So if you are going through, I got a lump in my throat talking about that, but if you are going through something where you just feel like, you know, this is not me, but, you know, you're angry all the time or you're sad all the time, I definitely encourage you to do shadow work. I'm not really going to go deep into it, but it's really more of just sitting in that pain and recognizing that pain and where it stems from. Cry about it, yell about it, do whatever you got to do to get back to your natural self. And that's just what I did, because I know the person that I am. So this year, I'm really working on connecting more with my loved ones, connecting more with my friends, caring about people, seeing about people, giving people hugs, telling them that you love them, because life is short, y'all, and we need to hold this lump in my throat. Woo! I tell you, it's hard. It's hard for me to open up because of the things that I went through in my childhood. But, you know, it's really important for us to connect with people and, you know, be that shoulder they can cry on, or just call them and congratulate them on their accomplishments, and care. Just care about people, have compassion. Right now, there's so much craziness going on in the world that we all need to just pour love into one another. And I'm telling you, you will feel so good, you know, that you're just being compassionate and that you're just loving on others and helping others feel good about themselves. You're going to ultimately feel great about yourself, that you're being there for others. So definitely take that tip in mind. Okay, so next topic that I have is get out of your comfort zone. Get out that comfort zone. I am working on this. This is another one I'm working on, but I'm trying my best. I am naturally an introvert. I gravitate towards people that are extroverts because I can kind of chill while they be, you know, the life of the party. Now, I have my life of the party side. Sometimes I say I can't be an extrovert, but primarily I'm an introvert. I'm a heavy thinker. I'm always in my head. I'm always trying to plan things and do the next thing, so I can come off as an introvert. But this year, I'm trying to be more out there, do things that I wouldn't do. An example could be like, I hate taking pictures in front of people, but I'm trying to build my Instagram. So I'm like, you know what, forget it. The places that I want to shoot, it's a lot of traffic, a lot of people, but I know that I just have to get over it, and I have to get out there and step out of my comfort zone. So I encourage you guys, if there's something that you want to do, like maybe go to a party or go on a solo trip, but you're afraid to do it because it's something that you normally wouldn't do, just do it. And I swear to you, you will feel so amazing. You will feel like you a boss, you a beast, because you stepped out of your comfort zone. And it's not that bad, y'all. Like an example, I just went to a party. And I barely knew anyone, and it was really a crowd that I wouldn't hang around, and I had a great time. I opened up. It was like I couldn't control myself. I was a social butterfly, and I just had an amazing time because I decided, instead of me saying, no, I'm not going, I went, and it was amazing. So I just encourage you guys to step out of that comfort zone and live your life, be happy. The one thing that I do not want to do to myself is not live my life because I'm afraid of, oh, what are people going to think? Or, you know, this is going to happen. Like, no, just live your life, be happy, and you will feel so much better. And it's just creating a better version of yourself by you doing things different than what you normally would do. Okay? Oh, and another reason why you should step out of your comfort zone, because I feel like it subconsciously opens you up to want to do bigger things in your life. So when you start feeling like, okay, I'm opening up, I'm doing all these different things, you expand your mind to want to do bigger things that you couldn't even imagine, because it just starts to feel like life becomes so much easier. I'm telling you guys, it works. You got to try it. Step out of that comfort zone, little by little, step by step. We got this. We got this. Y'all, I have two more tips, two more. So the next one is have self-confidence. When you have self-confidence and when you have self-love for yourself, no one can tell you nothing. You can do what you got to do. You can go for your goals. You can live your life, and no one can stop you from doing that. Like I said, I was bullied in high school, not high school, I was bullied in middle school, and it really like crushed my self-confidence in myself. Like, I remember I used to have this funny little walk because there was an incident where I would go into the cafeteria, and it was a group of girls, and they would just like look at me and be whispering and laughing. And ever since that happened to me for a year straight, like after middle school, I used to have this funny walk when I would go into a room full of people because I was like affected. It was like PTSD from that. So, girl, don't cry. So after I got out of middle school and I went into high school and then I went into college and I became a woman, and you know, the attention from the guys and people giving me compliments. I'm like, wow, like this whole time I've been insecure. I haven't had self-love for myself because I let these girls tear me down. Well, really, I'm a baddie. I'm a baddie. What have I been doing to myself? Like, and then it became a problem where I was dating guys that weren't on my level because I did not have self-confidence. So it goes beyond the outer part of you. You have to have self-love for who you are. And when you have self-love for yourself and you have self-confidence in yourself, no one can stop you from anything. No one can tell you differently about yourself. No one, when people talk about you or they say something about you, it's just going to roll off of you because you have that self-love. Now, there's so many ways that you can have self-love for yourself. Like, you know, you can read these books, you can do all these things, but self-love it just starts from within. You just got to have it. And that means working out. That means self-care, spending time with yourself, journaling. These are all ways that you can have self-love. So it's more than, like I said, outer appearance. You just got to do things for you. You know, I know a lot of us are mothers. I'm a mother, a wife, a friend, but you got to have that me time to connect with yourself. So definitely, and I have here, no one except God will love you like you love yourself. And once you have that self-love, you can do anything and be anything and live your life. So the last one, I wasn't going to share it, but I'm like, okay, I will share it. I feel like we should all evolve. Like for me, my whole goal in life is to evolve. Every year I want to get better and better with everything that I have going on in my life. So one of them, which has always been this thing for me, is, well, first of all, this is on the topic of trying something new because you want to evolve. You want to better yourself. Every year you want people to be like, dang, you know, he's leveled up, she's leveled up. Like, you want that. You want people to see that in you, that level up. So for me, mine is, and I'm not even going to say it's embarrassing, but it's speaking more eloquently. And I think this stems from because, you know, I've had incidents where I've been around people and they feel like, oh, dang, you know, she's pretty. She's probably a dummy. You know, I can say anything to her and, you know, she won't get it or it'll roll over her head. And I've had to prove myself at work and other places that you ain't dealing with no dummy. And one of those things is I want to just learn how to express myself. And I think this really hit me. I don't know if you guys know the old video vixen from back in the day. She's still beautiful, but her name is Melissa Ford. If you don't know her, look her up. But she, oh my God, not only is she banging, body, face, this girl is so intelligent. Like when she opens her mouth, she was on Drink Champs. It's like this drinking interview type style show on Revolt. And when she speaks, she's just using all these big ass words. And it's just amazing to see that, because a lot of people are like, oh, you just use your beauty to get where to get where you want to go. And just to see her speak, and it's just like, that's right. That's how it should be, especially for us women. We want to come off, yeah, I may be attractive, but I also am smart as hell. So for me, I did find this book. It's called The Well-Spoken Thesaurus, and I'm gonna order it. It is on Amazon for like $11.99, and it basically like shows you all these common everyday words that we say. Instead of saying those words, say it in a more powerful way. So I am definitely getting that book. I have definitely always been smart with technology. I love computers. If I can't figure something out, your girl is going to eventually figure it out. But I also want to just learn how to use big words, or people are like, what the hell that mean? And so for me, that's a way where I'm evolving. and I'm changing myself for the better. So I encourage you guys, if you want to learn a new language or learn how to cook from a different ethnicity than yours, you know, anything like that that just evolves you, we want to learn. That's my goal, is to continuously learn. It's cool to, you know, learn new makeup tips or what's the hottest bag, and oh, I want to step up my fashion, but it starts here. Like, this is what's important. This is what's going to really get you far in life. So yeah, that's my goal, is to just step it up and learn some new big words. So and it's also important too, because like when you're conducting business with people, they're listening to everything you're saying. And if you can't conduct yourself and speak intellectually, people stop listening to you, and it's just like whatever. So I just want people to remember me when I'm speaking and be like, that's a smart bitch. Maybe not the bitch part, but y'all know what I mean. So anyway, y'all, these are just some tips for me that have definitely helped me to become a better version of myself, that have definitely helped me to just feel happy in life, to make me feel like I have every day I'm looking forward to a new day because I have goals to crush. I have new things I want to learn. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I got money in the bank, and we straight, we goody over here. So anyway, please let me know in the comments if you're going to try any of these tips, or if you already have. If I missed some ones that have become your favorite that you want to share, please comment down below. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the BJD family, and I love you all. Let's just better ourselves in 2022 and moving forward. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.